What's up, guys? Here we are, our third week of class, and what we're going to do this week is transition to our next mode of discourse. So we just did narrative, you guys just turned in your essay, 2 week turnaround time on that. Next comes description, okay? So we'll do our essay on that not this week, but the following week. This week, and you're going to get kind of the gist of the flow of the course. What we typically do is a mode of discourse exercise in SEC, reading in our reader, discussion questions with that, and then we do the essay for it the following week. Okay, so this week is 2 things to read in the reader, one of which is called Once More to the Lake by E.B. White. If you're familiar with E.B. White, maybe not by name, but certainly by his books, tremendously popular books for children, Stuart Little and Charlotte's Web. Once More to the Lake is a fascinating essay where the author, it's a personal essay, it's the author describing a yearly return to his childhood camping spot up in Maine, and how it affected him when he was a kid, and then now as he's an adult, a father himself, how he sort of sees himself through his child, so connecting with himself as a child all those years ago, but now connecting with his father as he too now is a father, looking at his young child. So it's a really thought-provoking piece. Very vivid descriptions, a lot of descriptors. And when we say descriptors, we mean modifiers, adjectives, mostly. Adjectives, adverbs, those are the 2 main modifiers in the parts of speech. But nouns can modify, okay? If you're describing something, usually you're using adjectives and adverbs, but other parts of speech can be used to describe as well. But really what we're concerned with when we're talking about description is making your subject come to life, sort of like our narrative, right? Making your story come to life with sights, sounds, tastes, touches, smells, the 5 senses, right? Same thing with this, it's making your subject come to life, the thing you're going to describe, a person, place, or thing. This is in 2 weeks for your essay. That is going to be brought to life by vivid descriptions, okay? Appealing to the 5 senses. So it's just a shift from not so much a story, that was your narrative, okay? You're not so much writing a story as for this one you're going to be describing a thing, a person, place, thing, or idea. We'll talk more about that next week. So SEC exercises, that is Chapter 3, Modes of Discourse, Part 2, Description, okay? The 2 exercises there, they give you a list of things to describe. You don't have to write a paragraph for each of them. What you want to do is incorporate all of them in a single paragraph for both exercises, okay? So sometimes what students do is they will write a mini description per item, and the directions are a little ambiguous there, so I can understand where the confusion lies. But all you have to do is, for the first exercise, I think it's exercise 4, if I'm not mistaken, and then exercise 5, just use the list of things in one unified paragraph, okay? And something helpful they talk about in that SEC section 2 is what's called an organizing principle, okay? So when you describe something like my house, for example, if I were to write my essay, let's say, on my house, describing it to you, I would need an organizing principle, meaning how would I go about describing it? Maybe I would describe it according to this organizing principle, the rooms in the house, right? So it's just the method by which you describe your subject. So if I do that, describing my house by the rooms, I might start as I walk in. What do I come across first? The foyer, the entryway, stairs go up right there. To the left is the bathroom. It's an open concept, sort of townhouse. So the living room bleeds into the kitchen. Then there's a little screened in back area. If you go upstairs, there are bedrooms, bathrooms here, the office, okay? So my organizing principle for describing my house would be each room, okay? So when you are unifying the lists that they give you, pick an organizing principle to make them all sort of mesh together in a paragraph, okay? So really 2 paragraphs there for both exercises, or 1 paragraph per exercise, I should say. So that's 2 in all, okay? And if you guys have any questions about that, need further clarification, just email me, okay? So there's that, and the 2 reader selections, Once More to the Lake, and then the other reader selection, which I didn't mention earlier, is called Goodbye to My Twinkie Days, which is kind of an immigrant story about the writer coming to the country, America, and the Twinkie is kind of the stand-in metaphor for assimilation into the greater American culture. So that's a pretty interesting one too. So the discussion questions for those, the SEC exercises, and then the other thing we have is what's called a blog. You know what a blog is, B-L-O-G. Now, blogs are voluntary. You don't have to participate in the blogs, but I tell you what, it's highly recommended that you do. What I'm going to do is, at the end of the term, when we've done our research essay, I'm going to add the points from the blog onto your MLA research essay. So the blog's kind of like bonus points, extra credit, okay? Each time you contribute, it's a couple of points, and I think I have 3 blogs this term and all, so say about 6 points to your MLA research essay score, okay? And that can bring you up from a letter grade to the next letter grade, okay? So it really behooves you to participate in the blog. And I think for the blog this week, I just ask you to reflect on the reader selections for the narrative unit. That was the George Orwell Shooting an Elephant and My Mother Never Worked, the Bonnie Smith Yackle piece. And I just ask you guys to just reflect and say which one you preferred and why. So it's easy money, as they say, easy points, okay? So blog, voluntary, you don't have to do it, but I recommend that you do it, okay? SEC exercises and our reader selections, okay? And that's it for the week. The blog, if you choose to do it, will be due Friday, okay? And then the exercises for SEC and the discussion questions for the reader will be due Sunday, okay? So Sunday the 21st and Friday the 19th for the blog, okay? More grades will be coming your way this week. As of my recording this video, Sunday evening here, I've graded the discussion form, the no-show discussion form, so I have those other first week exercises to turn around to you guys as well. All right, so with that, I'm going to sign off here and wish you all a good week 3, and I will talk to you again next week. Peace. Bye.